Welcome back, everyone. This is Practical IT going over the React.js tutorial. On this video, we're going to go through what we call a selective or conditional rendering. And I'm going to explain this one with some situation, and then we're going to get back and then try to get our hands dirty with a practical example. So on this one, there is a very simple logic that we want to show for the user. And let's say this one is like a payment logic. And then there are a couple of ways that the user can pay the payment for the service or for the material or product that he or she bought. And we're going to ask how they want to pay. And then they might have, let's say, a checkbox or like a radio button or select box that's going to tell them which one they are going to be just selecting. So for this case, let's say they have a choice of like a credit card and a PayPal. So if they say, yes, I'm going to use a credit card, then we're going to show them a credit card form. Or else on the other part, if they decide to say, no, I'm going to be using PayPal, then we're going to show them the PayPal form. So as you can see, it's going to be just the same form on the same page, but selectively or conditionally, we're going to show either the credit card form or the PayPal form, depending on the user selection. So when such kinds of things are happening, then we're going to say we're going to show the page conditionally. So far, whatever we have put on the code of like the app or on the other components that we have been dealing with, then they are going to be just displayed no matter what. But how about like if I want to display part of the page conditionally, just like the way we have shown it on the above, or just to hide it or to show it like conditional. That's basically what the concept of like the conditional rendering is. So let's try to see how we can accomplish that one. So we're going to get like a little bit of stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this. So we have like a little bit more. We can take this thing out. And I believe then we don't need this. And the lower part, we're going to also comment this out. All right, so we have like a little bit more stuff over here. So let's ask the user what their selection is, like if they are going to be, sorry, if they are going to be having like a credit card or a PayPal over here. So for that, let's say this one is right here. So right after that, I'm going to say div, and let's say just simple paragraph, and then do you want to pay with credit card or PayPal? All right. And what we're going to be having is we're going to have like the Boolean variable. And then since it's going to be just selected from the user, then we are going to be associating it with the state. So we're going to have it over here as a payment option. And let's say pay by credit card. And initially, let's have it as true. All right. So the idea is like the user is going to select that one, but we're going to have it like with a hard-coded value so that we can show what it means and how we're going to be just showing that one. And let's try to have the two different responses that are going to, like methods that are going to be just responding accordingly. So the first one is going to be, I'm going to have CC4, not this one. CC form, and I'm going to have it return, then it's going to show, let's say, form, and let's say form is going to show, what am I? No, it's not here. Sorry about that. It has to be outside, which is over here. That's why I was complaining. CC form, and I'm going to say return, let's say paragraph, show the CC form here. And I'm going to have like another one PayPal form, and we're going to return paragraph show PayPal form here. Okay. Now let's assume then initially the user has selected the PayPal. So what it means is we're going to allow pay by credit card is going to be just true over here, and we're going to be showing that one. So what we're going to do is, do you want to pay with credit card or PayPal? And depending on the answer, which in the first one, we're going to hard code it. And then let's assume that the user has selected a credit card. So the way how we're going to do that one is we have like a couple of ways to handle this one. And the conditional rendering, you might have been already familiar with the conditional part. That is where we're going to be just using the if. So anything which is going to give us like a true or false, that's going to be just a conditional. So we can utilize the normal if and implement that one, or we can also use what we call like the end conjugation, and then have like part of the variable to show true statement, and if that's true, then to show like the rest of the scenario. So if we proceed with the later one, then what we're going to do is we have like a variable which its value is going to be just checked first, and then if that is true, then depending on that, we're going to show the value. So what we're going to do is this data state what do we have? It's like C pay by CC. If this appears to be true, then we're going to say, and just you're going to say like this that PayPal, CC form. So not this one, we don't need that. And if I go back, then you're going to see, do you want to pay with CC? Then this one is like showing that one because it is a paragraph. So let's get this one into a span. And this one also span. All right, so as you can see, it's going to ask like, do you want to pay with credit card or PayPal? And remember, like on this one, it's going to show the CC form here. So the CC form that we have created is going to be just displayed over here. What about like if we on like the through like the click, or initially it's going to be by default showing the PayPal? Then now pay by CC is not shown, but we have to have like the corresponding value to show that one. And what we have is if not, this that state that pay by CC, and then this that PayPal PayPal. Oh, it's going to be just on its own. Sorry. And then we're going to have this that state that pay by CC, and if it's not this way, then we're going to say this that PayPal for. All right. So in this case, it's going to show PayPal form here because like the value of like this that state that pay by CC is false. So this is like a very basic one that I wanted to show. Like this is not how we're going to do it. We're going to make it better. But what I want you to see is just to get the idea of that we're not providing all of them at the same time. So just so you have like a good understanding, let's see what would happen without this condition. Sorry, we can also take this one off. Oh, maybe not. So, all right, let me take it back. Surely, to like it that way. So if that was the case, like if we didn't have like any scenario or any condition, then this would have been what would happen, right? Like the show the CC form here is going to be just shown, and show PayPal form is also being shown here. What we have done on this one though is a conditional statement. Only if the state state that pay by credit card is true, then we are saying that please show this form, or basically the one that we are getting from this one. And on the other one, we're going to say on the other case, like if this one is not the case, or if pay by CC is not true, then the other one, or the default one, is going to be PayPal form is going to be just performed on that one. So now, as I've said, like we're going to be just showing this one like manually, like we have manually said like true or false on this one, but this is just to show you how it would look like. The other way, on the next video, we're going to see just to put like the radio buttons, and then when we are clicking on the radio buttons, then it's going to automatically show which one has been selected, and probably by default we can select just one of them. And if that's the case, the user is going to use that one. If not, then it would switch to the other one. And basically, that's what we mean by the conditional rendering. That is basically to show on the page only a part that we want when some of the condition is satisfied. So this is just one way to show that one, and the other one is just to use a normal if case, and I'm going to show you along with the other part on the upcoming video. So if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and then if you haven't subscribed yet, again, I would ask just to subscribe for this channel as well. Thank you very much for your attention, and then I'm going to see you on the next video.